What is up, party people? Today I want to do a quick review of Climbo versus HighLevel. It's why does it even matter? Why should you listen to me? Well, I've got about 130 SaaS clients right now set up on HighLevel that I just do Google reviews for. So it's called Review Harvest. That's all we do. You can see it's the 20th of the month, and we already at 12,300 this month in revenue, and we'll probably hit 19 or 20 $1,000 this month in revenue because we do have a really busy end of the month. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going to kind of dive in what the differences are and kind of who would probably be a good fit for HighLevel versus who would be a good fit for Climbo. So all in all, the biggest, most important thing to know is that Climbo just does review management. Like that's all they are. Like their whole deal is that we just help people white label our software to sell Google reviews to local business owners. So it's very focused, and that gives there's a lot of advantages to that because they are very focused around one thing, and they're going to be able to improve on those features a lot faster than, say, HighLevel is. HighLevel's been around a lot longer. They're a lot bigger company, probably at $1 billion. They're probably going to be valued at over $1 billion here soon, unless they already are. And HighLevel can do, well, just about anything. So if you scroll down to here, you can see these are all the different tools that kind of HighLevel encapsulates, one of them being reviews and helping people get more Google reviews. You can see right here, reputation management. And so really, the thing about HighLevel is it's going to be a lot more robust. You can do so much more stuff. So if we get into HighLevel here, this is Climbo. So Climbo has a lot, the UI of Climbo, it's a lot more sleek, right? Whereas when we come into HighLevel, you're going to have a million different things on the side panel right here, which is good if you want to upsell your clients into other things. But if you're just trying to sell reviews like we have been at Review Harvest, we have to do a bunch of things to, every time we get a new client, we have to either automatically or manually come in here and remove permissions from all these things. Like they don't need access to build websites. They don't need access to communities. They don't need access to the funnels. They don't need access to the opportunities pipeline. They don't need access to all that stuff. So we have to go in and manually or automatically remove all those features there because it's just too distracting. But when you go into Climbo, if we log into Climbo here and we click on, so this is like the agency level of Climbo, right? So both of these softwares have an agency level where that's like you, the business, you can see all your clients and all the agencies level accounts. And then you can go into the client level, the sub account level. And so same thing here. This is the agency level. You can see all of your sub accounts, and then if you go to you go into a sub account, that's when you get nitty gritty of like setting each automation or review request or stuff up per client. And so you see with Climbo though, it's a lot more sleek. So if we like just log into one of these accounts here, the UI is very clean. And the features are just like, here's your reviews that you've gotten. Here's the get reviews, like how you can upload a contact, request reviews. Here's your review link, very basic. Has a review filter page built in. Here's your analytics. You can see basically how many reviews you've gotten. The analytics side of like how many reviews you've gotten is a lot better on Climbo. So like here, I'm not using it for my own personal. I use like HighLevel to request reviews for my business, but you'd be able to see how many review requests you've sent out, all that stuff. And you can do that in HighLevel. It's just really buggy, honestly. Like you go into this review section and it's last 6 months versus this month. Like it's doesn't always work, and it kind of gets stuck sometimes. And it's just, I don't know. It's not super sleek, but you can see like your review trends, so that's good. And then in terms of like sending out invites and stuff, what I have to do is I go to the workflows and create an action to send a review request, but I have the native review requests in HighLevel turned off, just because with these native review requests, it limits you to some things that we need to change. Like we need to add a personalized image or use a link with a merge tag to automatically put the end customer's name on it. So if Sally comes to the bakery, Sally's going to get a text of an image with her name on it, and it can be the baker, it could be whatever, and it'll say Sally, right? And so we don't use that. I don't use the native feature for requesting reviews in HighLevel. But the thing about HighLevel is that it's so customizable. You can build almost anything in here. And so, of course, we can build everything we need and more directly through workflows, right? So we can just build out all this stuff in workflows, and it's really simple. Just copy and paste from one to the next. Whereas with Climbo, these analytics, they look a lot better. They're a lot more review focused. Like, another annoying thing is that when it comes to the dashboard here, this dashboard is heavily customized, and I have to go and make this the default dashboard on every single new client we have, which is so annoying. Which they're working on it. HighLevel's working on adding default dashboards, I think, for snapshots. You can still add them in the snapshots, which all a snapshot is you can copy what you have in one sub account to the next sub account, and you can just automatically create more sub accounts with that, all those automations, all the email templates, all the text templates, all the dashboards, etc. And so this dashboard, like when people log into, I had to customize this. The default one, if we look at the other one, actually I don't even think I have it in here, but it's not made for reviews at all. And so it's not super intuitive, moving forward. And then another thing, so let's see. So pros, design and UI. Climbo definitely wins on design and UI. Easy client onboarding. One thing about Climbo is that since this UI is so much more, I'm just going to go and X out of this because since this UI is so much more user-friendly, onboarding would be so much easier. So for a couple reasons why. Well, one, you just click on locations. You can add multiple locations for each business, but if you click on integrations, you can just go ahead and integrate Google. One thing right now with HighLevel is that the Launchpad is a little bit buggy. So like you click on connect here, it's a little bit buggy. And I'm saying all this as like, guys, I remember I use HighLevel for all my 130, 140 SaaS clients. And I'm going to get to why I do that here shortly, because there's a couple things that I'm just like, oh my gosh, you can't even, like, it's almost like you can't even use Climbo if you want to be serious with some of the stuff they don't have yet. And so, but since this UI is so simple, the onboarding process will be a lot better. And so you can integrate a lot more review sites, whereas HighLevel, you don't have all these integrations yet. But these are all sites that you can request reviews from, which is really, really nice. And then in terms of other good things about Climbo is that they have some native integrations. So let's say if we click here to apps and add a connection, you can see, let's say your client uses Calendly. One of the biggest parts about a review management software or white labeling SaaS to just help people get Google reviews is that you want to make sure they don't have to change a single thing that they're doing. You want to make sure that they're just able to keep rocking and rolling with that they're already doing, and you're just getting the reviews in the back end. That's going to make your service so much more valuable, so much more sticky, because they don't have to change a thing, right? They just pay you and it works, and they don't have to think about it. And so one nice thing is that they use Calendly or Google Calendar. You can integrate Google Calendar, but if you use Calendly, like a lot of these integrations, they don't have native to HighLevel yet. And so what you end up having to do is you end up having to have 150 Zaps connecting these accounts. So these are our CRM integrations. So this is us integrating with whatever system they're using and sending it into HighLevel through Lead Connector, which is the gray labeled version of the HighLevel app in Zapier. And so one thing about Climbo, though, is that you can integrate through webhooks, and I think they have a Zapier integration as well. But if one of your clients uses one of these systems for it, that's great. You're going to find most of them aren't. Most of them are using something different, completely different. These are kind of bland. And so problem being there is that HighLevel's integration with Zapier is a lot easier than Climbo's integration with Zapier right now. Just in my experience, building zapping stuff into Climbo, it wasn't very user-friendly. I don't even think I was able to finish it, whereas I have hundreds or thousands of zaps sending stuff into our HighLevel accounts. And so that is another pro. It does have some native integrations, so that is good. Let's go back. Let's see. Easy plans customization, that is really cool. So if we go to the agency view of Climbo, you basically can set up certain plans. So and what they have access to. So you can edit this plan. They can have email review requests, SMS review requests, automations, all this stuff. You can see here's AI replies, stuff like that. And I'll get into AI replies too, because like I said, there's like 2 or 3 things that I'm like, Climbo, why do you not have that? It's like crazy. Like you almost can't run a business without it. And so anyways, yeah, so the fact that they do have some, what I was talking about was the plans. Yeah, so with these plans, you can just easily change the plans. And then, for example, if like you have this lower tier plan and one of your clients sees a certain feature or something they want, it's really easy for them to upgrade. So basically, if they're like, oh, I want to automate stuff, and it might just be on the client side. So one second, but basically, if you go to settings and your features from the client-facing side, so this is like the agency side, but from the client-facing side, if they want to use a certain feature, then they can just upgrade natively, like at that feature, like you would on a normal software. Like they want to use the AI reply or something, they can just boom, click on AI reply. It's gonna say, hey, you don't have access to this, and they can just upgrade, which is really nice because HighLevel does not have anything like that. So anytime anybody wants to upgrade or add additional features and stuff, they're gonna have to communicate with you or fill out a form or do something. It's kind of a little bit more clunky. So that's something that does have some great potential. One thing really cool about Climbo is the video testimonials. So if we go to this review link here, they have, and I didn't really mention this because they do have a native review filter page. So they're basically automatically filtering reviews for you. I didn't really mention that because you can build that really easily in HighLevel, and it might not look quite as good, but yeah, so you can see one thing that's really, really cool where Climbo does shine is these video testimonials. So I'm going to walk you through. So this is like, hey, let's leave a review for this business. You send out this link via text or email. They come here. If they click on 3 stars, it's going to take them to an internal page to leave feedback. If they click on, that's just email to the business owner. Or actually it's posted in your Climbo dashboard, which is nice. Because right now when I do the review filter page, it doesn't show up as a review. I just email it to my clients through HighLevel. And so, when they leave a review, internal feedback here, it's just going to say internal feedback not posted to Google. So that's nice. That's handy, I guess. But yeah, the really cool thing is these video testimonials. So you can just click here. You can allow the option to record. You can add your name. This is Clay, email, and anyways, you can like record right now a video testimonial, and it'll just be uploaded into your Climbo, which is super handy. HighLevel does not have anything like that. There are some tools that you can use to kind of integrate and get that rolling, but once again, having all this stuff native for reviews is really handy. And so another thing is reporting, like I talked about, just kind of the dashboard. It's a lot more focused on reviews. So if you're just selling reviews, it makes sense. It looks better because they're only focused on reviews. So like their stuff for reviews looks better. But if we go down here, one last thing is that it is cheaper. So right now they're running like a lifetime deal. I think it's like $1,500 or $3,000 for a lifetime deal, and that includes text and email expenses built in, a certain amount, not unlimited, obviously, but it is a lot cheaper than paying $500 a month. Like HighLevel, if we go to my HighLevel, you can see I pay $5,000 a year, whatever it is, because I'm on the annual plan. And then also on top of that, I pay a bunch of money for text and email expenses, but I rebill these to my clients. So one thing that's really nice about HighLevel is you can just rebill these expenses to your clients. So yeah, you can see here, $2,000 in July, $1,800 in August, $1,300 already in September, because we're sending out 48,000, 58,000, 71,000 texts and emails every month, and that adds up from Twilio and Mailgun. But the great thing about HighLevel is I can just rebuild these all to my clients at cost, and so I don't make any money on it. I'm not trying to make any money on the text and email expenses. I just don't want to have to eat this money, that price point. And so, yeah, but overall, Climbo is going to be a little bit cheaper, especially obviously if you get the lifetime deal. But let's go ahead and get into the cons. I know this video is running a little bit long already, but let's get into the cons of Climbo. So this is where I just start to pull my hair out. So there's no option to send images with review requests. So that is, I get why they do it. They're keeping it simple, whatever. But like, that's huge for me. Like at Review Harvest, we built our business off the fact that we send out personalized images and we donate a meal to Feeding America. And so we can include, like, you can change up your messaging here, which is nice. But there's no option to send out images, which even like Podium and Bird Eye and stuff can do that. I don't know about Nice Job, but so yeah, that's really that sucks, because like if you look at the personalized images we send out, they're awesome, and there's a reason why our clients get more reviews than any other software they use. Like most of our clients are coming from another software, and they're like, I'm not really getting that many reviews. But yeah, you can see like we can put, if you service Ryder, we can put Ryder's name on that text, and then they get a text, and Ryder like checks his phone, and he's like, how the heck did they put my name on that image? You know, it's kind of crazy. And so like Carly, Sally, you can see these are like some examples of our clients' personalized images. And so right now in Climbo, there's no option to send even send an image, much less a personalized image like we can do through HighLevel. Because in HighLevel, since we do it all through these automations, you can just see automations. You can just go here. You can say whatever you want to in the text. It can be as long as you want it to be. Which Climbo, they do have a character limit, which I understand why. You want to keep your requests short anyways. This is that example of that dud review request. Like it's the email review requests are turned off. We just send it just for the tracking of the invites to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, so you can see like this custom value link. This has a link with a merge tag on it to put our end customer's name on that image. You can't do that through Climbo. You just can't. And so here's where it starts to get really crazy too. So the CSV file is an absolute headache. So to import a CSV file in here, you have to create a specific spreadsheet. So like, imagine this: you're onboarding a client. They download their list from Jobber. For the most part, in HighLevel, it's super simple. As long as it's a CSV file, you're Gucci golden, because you can just go to contacts. You can just upload. You can upload the CSV file. Let's see if I got a CSV file here somewhere. You can upload the CSV file, and then you just map the fields you want. So you map this field, you map the name field to the name field, you map the email field to the email field. So you can just say, oh, this is the name, this is the client name, perfect. Oh, this is the client email, perfect. This is the phone number. We just type in phone, perfect. And so you don't have to go in Google Sheets or Excel every time and change up the columns and make sure it's all in the same order. With Climbo right now, you have to do that. So you have to put the name in the first column, the number in the second column, create that spreadsheet. Then if you want to send them emails, you have to create a separate spreadsheet or edit the spreadsheet and put the name and the email in there. And so it's kind of a pain. I'll just check and make sure they don't have a way to map the fields right now. Yeah, so see, it's not even handling it. There's no way. And so that's like crazy to me that they don't have that. That's why you can't use it, because that's just like a pain that's going to take forever. But here is probably the biggest one. This is the one that it's like, yeah, what? Like, this is absolutely bonkers to me. They do not have the ability to drip the messaging out. Meaning, if your client has 1,000-person list, you do not want to send all 1,000 people a review request right away. Like, they're going to get if you're using our system, they're going to get 50 to 125 reviews like in the next 24 to 48 hours. And like, Google does not want to see that. Google's going to filter those reviews much more harshly. Google's going to, they could, say something to your account. They could restrict your account or whatever. Like, you don't want to do that. And so since you can't drip this messaging out, you would have to come in and create like 20 different spreadsheets of like 25 people at a time and then reach out to them that way. And it'd be so manual. And I'm just like banging my head against the wall, because the most valuable thing we do for our clients is we do our review reactivation, where we reach out to all their customers. And it doesn't matter whether they have 200 customers, whether they have 3,000 customers, we're going to drip that messaging out slowly so it doesn't blow up their Google business profile, right? And so that would be a pain. We couldn't even do that in here. And so I'm getting fired up about this, because I'm like, how is this not a function? And to be clear, if you integrate with the business's Calendly system moving forward, then it's just going to send the review request when that is, it's just going to send the review request when the booking is ended or whatever the trigger is, because you do have internal workflows in here where you can connect. So if I go to, I think I built it in another account here, but you do have internal workflows where you can, let's see. Automate. Yeah, so I built one here. So like Google Calendar to here. So it's all native. Google Calendar equals to send email. All native. A little bit confusing on mapping of fields. I'm just more used to using Zapier, and it's not quite built like Zapier. So it's not super intuitive. and it's not going to be as robust as it, but it's still there, so that's good. So yeah, no option of drip messaging. That's insane to me. Like that's like the first thing that should have been built, because if you have a review company and you're not doing a review activation in the beginning, then like you're missing out on so much money. Because imagine somebody signs up for you and within 2 hours they're getting reviews. Like that's what we do at Review Harvest. That's why everybody loves us and shares us, and that's why we've been able to get 130, 140 customers, like mainly off of referrals in the last year. And like we're not Nice Job, we're not Podium, we're not big. I mean, I'm making $20,000 a month. I mean, some people are like, oh, that's chump change. Some people are like, oh my gosh, that would change my life. But it's like, this is just a really important feature. So just saying. Other thing is there's no option to customize the opt-out message. So in HighLevel, what you can do is you can go down here into settings. So the first text you send out from the system has to have the business name in it, and it has to have the opt-out message. And in HighLevel, you have some option to kind of play around with this and customize it as long as it includes the words quit or whatever. And like basically what we do is like a little hack here. Just make sure this stuff is lowercase. Like we have actually a specific message. It's kind of personalized, but you want to make sure that stuff's lowercase, because when people see like all caps stop, they're like, oh, spam, automated text, oh, whatever. So if you can make it more personalized, like, hey, just respond quit if you don't want us to text you anymore, a smiley face. Just something more personal to get you a lot better conversion rate. We've tested it. And so, yeah, that's kind of another bummer there, because with Climbo, you don't have any option to adjust that opt-out message. One more thing I wanted to say, and one of the reasons why I still have Climbo and I pay for it, and I think it's like a nice to have, is the actual widgets. So these widgets are a little bit better than HighLevel's widgets. So if we go to if you go to reviews and then you go to widgets, you can see in HighLevel you have options to create widgets, and they can look list or masonry, carousel, whatever. But the biggest thing that HighLevel doesn't have, which the one that Climbo has isn't great. It's not like Nice Job. It's not like Elf Sites, but it's the little pop-up one in the bottom corner. That way, no matter where people are on your website, it's popping up with a Google review. So you can see like desktop there. It's popping up with a Google review. So people can just see, boom. That's a huge one. And then if you have video feedback, like video reviews, you can embed those in your site too, which is nice. I do like this just feed. This I think I have this embedded on one of our sites, because you can just see it looks good. It looks a little bit better than the list view, I'd say. I mean, HighLevels isn't bad. This is what all of our clients use. But if our clients want something specific with the widgets, we still have a Climbo, so we can just go ahead and connect them and get them a better widget. So all in all, my synopsis is that HighLevel is for people who want, right now, at the current feature set on September 20th, 2024, right now, HighLevel, if you want to build a real marketing business, you want to get to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 months, then HighLevel is definitely the way to go. Climbo might be a nice little thing that you can have on the side, like what I do, like just for the widgets or just to play around with. Or if you're just like looking for a little side income, like $2,000, $3,000 a month, and you want to get like 20 or 30 people set up on it, it's going to be a lot cheaper. You can pay for the lifetime plan. You can use the built-in email and SMS expenses. It'll be a little bit cheaper to your clients as well. And you can just get like 10 or 20 or 30 people paying you $100 a month, $99 a month for your service. And like, that's not going to be easy. Like, it's going to take you probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to get $3,000 a month recurring revenue on Climbo. I think you can just do it faster and HighLevel because you can provide more value. Like, I just think at the end of the day, if you want to get your customers the best results, you use HighLevel because of the texting, because of the all the extra personalization you can add, because of all the customization you can add. It is a little bit more work in terms of the setup for your clients. Like, it's a little bit more it's not quite as intuitive. But at the end of the day, its functionality is so much better in terms of actually getting people reviews. And so if you're able to figure out how to navigate HighLevel, stuff like that, then it's just going to be more valuable. You're going to be able to get more reviews. And then at the end of the day, if you want to be a full-blown marketing agency, offer more services like websites, ads, whatever, like, of course, it's going to be an absolute no-brainer to use HighLevel because Climbo can't do any of that stuff. And so what I'm saying is like, if you're just selling reviews, and you're like, oh, I'll use Climbo, I'm just selling reviews. And then you're like, oh, I want to start giving these people other services. Like, you're going to have a whole nother onboarding call, get them used to a whole nother software, and it's just going to be a pain. Whereas if they're already in HighLevel, they're already connected to HighLevel, you can just start adding on services. You barely even need an onboarding call. You're just like, hey, just let you know, we're going to start We're going to start posting on social media too. One other massive con to Climbo is that they do not do automated review responses. So if we go to HighLevel and we go to settings, we want to cancel out of this real quick. Yeah. And we go to settings and we go to reviews AI, we can turn auto responses on and we can auto respond to all the Google reviews via AI, right? In Climbo, you don't have that option. You don't have the option to automatically respond. You can use like AI reply and you have to come in here and click AI reply and approve it, whatever. But you can't automatically respond. Like what? I've got 140 clients. We get, anywhere from 50 to 100 to 200 reviews for our clients every single day. Like even if we're just clicking, that's an extra hour, 2 hours that me or somebody on our team has to do to respond to the reviews. Why? Just to click a button? Like make that automatic. I know I'm probably ignorant to how hard that is, but like HighLevel did it. So that's one crazy feature they don't have. And then also one other thing is that HighLevel, they have the automated review posting function, and now they just made it better to where you can like automatically post reviews, and it actually doesn't look that bad because you can change up. Oh, that's not it. You can change up post reviews. You can change up the color of the text, all this stuff. So let me just like pull something in really quickly. Google, choose the accounts, yada, 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 post once a day, whatever. And then you can put like custom images, which is super nice. I'm not going to do custom image right now, but custom images is nice. And then, but you can see now you can edit this. You can edit the text color, which is really nice. You just might be able to do that. You can edit the caption. You can edit the color of the box. Like that is huge, huge. And it beats Climbo in that sense because Climbo's review posts look exactly the same. They all look the same. You can adjust like the color, I think, but that's about it. And so they have like a share on social button here, and they all look like this. And so you can connect your social media accounts, but I don't think you can automatically post. So I know this got long, but I hope this is a good in-depth review of Climbo versus HighLevel. If you are interested in getting started, helping your business, starting a business, getting local businesses, Google reviews, we've been able to build it to almost $20,000 per month now, 130 plus users. Sign up with the first link in our description. We'll give you a one-on-one setup call as of now. And then also we're going to have community. We're going to give you our snapshots. We're going to give you all the trainings. We're going to give you our onboarding calls, templates. We're going to give you our SOPs for onboarding clients to make sure they stick forever. So if you sign up with our link for HighLevel down below for a 14-day free trial, or actually an extended 30-day free trial, then you can get started. We'll help you out. I'll put the Climbo affiliate link down there as well. Just let you know this is affiliate link. Sorry. I'm just trying to give you all the information. If you find it valuable, feel free to sign up. But yeah, so Climbo link will be down there if you want to use it for reviews, for the widgets, whatever. But hope this is helpful to some of y'all. And if y'all do sign up with the link, we'll look forward to seeing you. Thanks.